else remembers that rhyme? Pawpaw is a kind of fruit, sweet like sugar, yellow like Fanta. Everybody likes pawpaw. Orange is a kind of fruit, sweet like sugar, orange in color. Everybody likes orange. Hi guys, welcome back to the Orange Room Talks with Ada. And if you're just joining me for the first time, I'm by name. Let me adjust. I'm by name. Pardon me, guys. My name is Mary Adeze. Oh yeah, the A to the D to the A to the E to the Z to the E. So I just spelled my name. You can call me Ada. I like it more when my friends call me Ada. So feel free to call me Ada in the comments. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're joining for the first time, please subscribe. This episode will be crunching on this baby sitting pretty. The kids see the light crunchy chin chin. And here is my water flask, yes, and a glass cup, and of course a bowl to dish the chin chin. So on this episode, while crunching these babies, I'm going to be enlightening you on anxiety and depression. Hey, who is excited? Anyway, a lot of us here, I believe we don't even understand this whole anxiety thing and depression thing. So today I'm going to help you through it so you can actually have a better understanding of what it is. So I can't wait to oh my god. Ooh, sorry, I don't know if it's right that I'm smelling my food, but man, shit, the aroma that I perceive here is something else. And I'm sorry guys, I can't resist. So this is how the baby looks. Whoa. Okay. So this is how my baby looks. So guys, I'm actually drinking water because I'm on a diet, one. And the chin chin itself is even too much for me. So I didn't get a drink. So rather I'm using a cold glass of water. Here is my glass and here plate of Kidsy Delight Chin Chin. With the show. So normally you guys know now I have my question tag. So oh my god, do you guys hear that? Very crunchy, mouth filling, super tasty. Oh my god. All in one chin chin. Voila. My goodness. So I'm going to start with the first question here. It says introduce yourself in 10 seconds. Okay. I don't have a stopwatch, so I'll be counting with my fingers. Alright. 10 seconds, okay. My name is Mary Adeze. I schooled in Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka. I'm a graduate in food science and technology. I studied food science and technology. I'm 26 years old. Sorry, 25 years old. Okay, my time is up. Alright guys, I'm 25 years old. I'll be 26 in June anyway. So the second question, it says, what do you understand by anxiety and depression? Okay, what do I understand? I understand that depression is when a person feels low, sad, over an upsetting life experience for a long period of time. You know, I can actually feel sad, but it might just be for a few minutes and I'm better. But depression is something that happens for over a long period of time. And something actually triggers depression. Anxiety for me is a distress, a feeling of worry over a certain misfortune or danger in the future. And when like you're worried about something, like fear. A fear of the unknown, that's what I call it. Fear of the unknown. Another question, it says here, what's the difference between anxiety and depression? Okay, what's the difference? You guys should allow me to crunch on this as I'm thinking. Okay, Here's the distinguishing feature. A depressed person is always looking dull, unhappy. But an anxious person is always looking keyed up. Like they're more active because they tend to control their racing thoughts. So that gets them hyperactive. I think that's the distinguishing leading causes of depression. Number one leading cause I know of depression is the pressure of modern life on young adults. This can actually result in depression. It can actually make you feel low about yourself. And most of the things we are fed with are often unrealistic. And this information kind of depresses us for the aspect of always trying to look good. Like for girls, everybody wants you to have a flat tummy, a big bum bum, big breast, figure eight. And sometimes these things are unrealistic. Yes, it is, because as a girl who is coming from a family where they normally have flat ass, if you like gym from now to tomorrow, you always have a flat bum. So I think the best thing one can do for him or herself is to actually embrace the way you look, because the society is actually putting the youths on so much pressure that we want to look in a particular kind of way. There's this picture of how you should look, and when you find yourself in that situation and you're not able to look in that particular kind of way, that's where the problem comes in. You see the person starts getting depressed over it. Another thing is on how to behave. The society kind of tell us how we must behave, how to dress, and sometimes it's depressing when people want you to behave in a certain type of way and that's not who you are. So it's making us not to really embrace our personality, who we are. Another point I'll be talking about is age to marry. Yes, this one is a huge problem, especially for girls. Like our society, in fact our Igbo parents, Igbos, Igbo Kwenu, you people, now they carry for head. Once the girl is almost getting to, let's say 20, 23, 20, the parents are already pressuring her to get married. And sometimes the girl is not the one who is going to actually bring a suitor to herself. So when this happens, you see that young girl gets depressed. Then we talk about there are so many other things. For men, when you get to a certain type of age, your parents expect you to get married, settle down, make money. And at the end of the day, when you can't do all these things, the youth kind of finds himself depressed. So these are this point is like one of the major causes of depression. Another point is bullying. I mean, cyber bullying, school bullying. Like when I was a child, I think I was bullied in school, yeah? I was bullied somehow in school. People always said I'm short. But yeah, I don't know if I'm short, but I know I'm not short. I'm not short. Anyway, so I was bullied, and I know that was always depressing me. I know some people that even said they were bullied because they were fat and all that. All these are so many, even cyberbullying. People, we do a lot of that. You just stay in the comment section, send and go. You don't even care how the person feels. These are things we do that lead people to depression. So if you are doing it, better stop it, please. Then another point is relationship stress. Yes, not being able to handle relationships, like heartbreak, trauma, losing a loved one, all these are things that can actually cause one to get depressed. Then divorce, a divorced home, a broken home, a family that is separated. When the child is trying to adapt to the changes, sometimes this can actually affect the child. Yes, it can affect the mental health of that child. And also conflicts can cause depression. Then another thing again is sexual abuse, molestation. This part is something we don't talk about in this my country. Rape, sexual molestation. This one, the why this one is so painful is that a child that is molested will not be able to open up and say it out because of what people will say when you tell them. So you see the child will just take it in, and it will keep killing that person until this person gets to breaking point where they just get depressed and sad over it. So let's all be mindful of our relationship with others, what we say to people, how we interact with them. Let's check up on our friends. In fact, tell people words of encouragement. When you see someone, tell her you're beautiful. You see a guy, tell him you're handsome. You see someone, the person walk up to the person and say you're beautiful. You have a beautiful nose. Your face is not be like say your nyash come flat for this new cow. Or your tummy showing on this cloth. You get me? Beg, she cut off the tummy, please. And especially guys, all these boyfriends are like, I want a guy will say he wants his girl to be perfect, figure 8. You don't create anybody. But calm down, though. So please, even husbands, try to appreciate your wife, praise her body. Tell women, women, we're trying, no, we're trying. You too, girls, encourage the guys too. Appreciate people, encourage them. Don't always talk down on people. Make them feel, make them feel better, comfortable. Just come on. You don't know how far a word of encouragement can go in somebody's life. So I actually advise and I urge you to be more positive with your words to people, encouraging. The next question is, what are the signs of depression and anxiety? Okay, for depression, I think we have moodiness, always moody, trouble in concentrating, what else? Suicidal thoughts. Yes, it's a major sign of depression. Guilt, self-blame is a sign of depression. Sleep disturbances, and there will be a change in your eating pattern as well. And lack of energy. A depressed person is always tired, not in the mood, always not in the mood, withdrawing from family and friends, not wanting to go out, like they don't socialize. Then for anxiety, I think we have irritability is there, sleep disturbances, racing thoughts, like you not being able to concentrate because you're always thinking and worrying about a lot of things. Sleep disturbances is also there. And yeah, suicidal question says, have you experienced it? I've actually experienced depression, but I think that would be a story for another day. Yes, I've experienced depression. And it says what triggered it and if I was able to handle it. What triggered? Yes, what triggered it was stressful relationship, and if I was able to handle it, yes, by God's grace. Yes, I had to talk to people, and another way I was able to do it was I talked to God. Basically, that was the one point that helped me. I talked to God about it, and I read words of encouragement of God's promises upon my life. So these things actually helped me feel more encouraged. It helped me to handle the whole depression state and all. So basically, I feel what relieved me the most was studying on the Word of God, like reading God's promises for my life. That was what helped me the most. It's game time! Hey. Yes, so I have a few question tags we're going to be using. Alright guys, the first question says, do you have any crush? Don't lie. Yes, I do have a crush. Okay, don't ask me who, please. I'm not letting that one out. It says, what is it that you have always wanted to share, and if you share, you do not have? What have I always wanted to share? If I share, I don't have. If I share my chinchin, I don't have it again now. Food. What would that be? If I share it, then I don't have it anymore. If I share it, I don't have it anymore. It's food though. It's not food. It's not food that I will share. If I give somebody, I will not have food again. Oh, okay. Secret. If you share a secret, it's no longer a secret, so I don't have it anymore. Whoa. Okay. What's the worst thing you've ever stolen? Chineke mo. People won't tell me. What's the worst thing I've ever stolen? Okay. Hey, this is confession. Hey, mommy, I have to confess. Okay. When I was in primary 1, I stole my mother's 10 naira. Yes, to buy liki. That thing now. That thing that is, you have milk one side, sugar one side, that chocolate something, they said 10 naira. That year. If you're 90, baby, you know now. I stole my mom's 10 naira to get it. And guess what? I never went for confession for that. What's your most embarrassing memory? My most embarrassing memory. Problem. This was when I was in secondary school. I was a day student. Then I think I was in JS3. I had this school mother that saw me and liked me. And she said she wanted to be my school mother. And I liked that too. And I accepted. So one of the days, she was always telling me, fine girl, people just fine girl, it was doing me in my head. One of those days that she was coming to my class to see me. And we had a staircase. So immediately she came, she was down the stairs and she was like, she came with her friends to come and see my fine school daughter. You know that kind of ginger. She now called me, told someone to call me. Me, I was trying to like, with all that crowd that was waiting for me, her walking down the stairs. Get what happened, guys? Your baby girl fell on the floor. I fell down. I was so embarrassed. And then my school mother, she was actually embarrassed as well. It was as if she was not ashamed. You know, that was my most embarrassing memory. What is it that is always coming but never arrives? Tomorrow is always coming. My talk show was Well, my favorite talk show was more like, I love her, like she's a mentor. Nancy Isime. That's one. Bianca B. Yeah, who has seen the Bianca B show? She's my favorite talk show host. They are just two persons. Nancy Isime and Bianca B. What would you like to see more on this channel? Well, that would be a question for you guys. What would you like to see more on my channel? Whatever you like to see more, please leave it in the comment section. Or you send us an email at theorangeroomtalks@gmail.com. Almost comes to the end of today's episode. But before I go, I'm going to be leaving you with a Bible verse to help you just in case you're going through anxiety and depression. This was one of my secrets that helped me. 2 Bible verses. It says Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 to 7. It says, do not be anxious in anything, but with prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. Did you hear that? You don't have to be anxious or depressed about that situation. Whatever it is that troubles you, trust me, take it to God. He was going to solve it. And believe that He has listened and He has solved it already. Okay, and the second Bible verse goes like this, from the book of Romans 12 verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So don't let the world, or whatever, the society, tell you who you are or validate how you should look, what you should do. No, be you, be yourself. That's why I'm here. That's like the motto in Orange Room, to be yourself, to be free, to be you. So don't let that past hurt determine if you're going to be happy today. That past experience, don't allow it haunt even your future. Choose today to not be conformed to the world, but to be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And how can you achieve that? By studying the Word of God and getting in a relationship with. Cheers to the faithful you and the believing you. So guys, go ahead, click on your Instagram button right now and follow Kitsy Delight _ From there you can actually order this crunchy chin chin. It's very, very affordable. Don't forget to follow our good news _ tribe _ ambassadors _ to help build your relationship with God. And yes, I'm the founder and I'm the CEO, Kitsy Delight. So if you love me and you're here on my YouTube, please kindly run to your Instagram now and follow these pages. I'm going to tag them down below. So run along. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. And put on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I post. Thank you.